Now you will get to know another one of the dedoc voices. I know it's a lot of them, but they're just all so fantastic. This time we're meeting somebody from all the way over in India, and we're going to talk about how climate change impacts people living with diabetes. Welcome to the stage, Apoorv. Tell us all
Hello,
about
everyone.
yourself.
I am a dedoc voice firstly, definitely, because I'm on Dog Day today, so yes. And along with that, I'm the founder of Jal Organization, an organization which works for creating awareness about water crisis and climate crisis.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been working for, creating awareness about type 1 diabetes as well in my country. And I've been working with different organizations in India as well as outside India to, just create awareness about it because I felt that people have there are a lot of type 1 diabetics who are like they are there but they just don't know each other and they just don't know that there's such a big community. Like in India, this is a problem because everyone like there are so many type 1 diabetics, but there's not just a community. So there's one community in Ahmedabad where I live, in state of
Mm-hmm.
Gujarat. It's named Diabetes, run by Jas City, who
You know it
and
very well,
she
yes.
is Yes, she is just rocking it right now. So when she started out, I was one of the very first members of Diabetes, and then we started from building the community. We started doing meets. We call it Dia meets. So again, it's the idea of her. So definitely, and then we started to get to know each other, all the type of diabetes. It was so fun because it's like now you can relate to someone, and then I got more into advocacy. I also joined the youth program of diversity, which is called Blue Post Network. I worked there for 2 years. Then I became a retired teenager, so I had to I had to
If
now
you're a retired
like
teenager, what am I? I love that.
young adult, I'll say. So that happened, and then I was also creating I was doing awareness on climate crisis and all, and then I noticed that these two, diabetes and climate crisis, had some connection. Like they are having some kind of connection. Firstly,
Mhm.
I was not able to notice it, but with time I did got to know that okay, it's something that is affecting type 1 diabetes as well. So I thought it's something very interesting to talk about. And then I got to know about Dog Day and I got the opportunity. So I thought, it's the best place. Every timing is best, opportunity is best. So why not?
Well, we're so happy to have you. So tell us exactly, where do you see the connection between the climate crisis? I mean, you focus on water in your advocacy and diabetes. So causation and what's the link and what can people do about it?
Okay, so the connection is like insulin. When insulin is manufactured, some amount of fresh water is also, like, not some
Mhm.
amount, just a large amount of fresh water is used for making insulin, for the manufacturing of insulin. And when this fresh water is being used for the manufacturing, then we should also understand the fact that we are just exploiting the fresh water as well, because as we know, like, people have this very big assumption that there's so much water on earth, but they don't understand that the 70% of that water is just salty water. It's not fresh water. So
Mhm.
that's one confusion that everyone is having. And to manufacture insulin, you need fresh water. So that's one thing. Other thing is that right now we all are like also working, we are all are advocating for one more cause, that is to reduce the prices of insulin. And in
Mhm.
India also, it's like the prices are skyrocketing, so we are working to reduce that so that everyone can get access to it. But if the amount of fresh water will keep decreasing, if we keep polluting the water, then it will it will increase. Only the price will
Mhm.
increase, it will get more harder to get insulin. And people like are also doing a practice of insulin rationing. Like, according to survey, a lot of people in America, or a lot of type 1 diabetics in America, I'll say,
Yeah.
they are doing the practice of insulin rationing, and there are some of them unfortunately lost their lives as well. So yeah, firstly, may their soul rest in peace. And this gives us a lesson that we need to save water so that these kind of issues we don't face, and we can reduce the prices of insulin. Second thing that I noticed was that like, now when we are traveling, when we are taking our insulins with ourselves, we always carry an ice pack, or like
Mhm.
something which can keep our insulin maintained at a certain temperature. Now, it's something that happened with me recently. Like I have an ice bag and I always travel with it whenever, like even for a short distance, even if I have to go for 3 to 4 hours, I just take it with me because like it's important to keep the insulin maintained so it's preserved and it's in fresh condition to be used. But now what the thing is, like if that ice pack I would be using, let's say 10 or 15 years back, then the longevity of the same would be much more and it would be more durable and my insulin would be preserved for a much longer period because at that time there was no, like the global warming was comparatively very less, and because of that my ice pack won't melt simply in, like in just a
Yeah.
few hours, like in just 5 6 hours, because I just noticed that for in 6 hours only, in 5 6 hours only, the the effectiveness of those ice pack was gone. And now if that will happen, then and if we continue with the same practices of our, and if we promote global warming as well, because like things like we are making innovations which can help reduce global warming, but still if we continue, we have to take much more drastic measures, because if we don't, then maintaining insulin would be much costlier than getting the insulin. Because right now they have, like in India only, one company named Godrej, they have made a fridge which is a portable fridge where you can just keep insulin, in which you can keep your insulin and you can just carry it with you. But that's also expensive, and it's like you are just just making techs in fields where you can just by doing some simple practices at your home, just by like taking some small steps, you will not need those things, you will not need those technological advancements, like for maintaining insulin, and it will get much more expensive only. So that will be just adding to the problem. So I felt that these 2 points are really connecting with you know type 1 diabetes, and most importantly to insulin, because if this is not solved, then we'll be having much more bigger problems in future. So that's why I thought
Definitely.
that it's something very interesting to talk about.
Yeah. Really, really good and powerful call to action from you, Apoorv. Thank you so much. I see from the comments that people really learned a lot from you today and that they're glad that you brought this issue to Doc Day. So thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be over. Thank you so much.